What inspires me in particular? I have many things. I try to change the process all the time. But I noticed that even though I varied my styles, even if one day I'm inspired to do a certain movement research or explore 2 different styles that I want to put together, or develop a certain character, or play around in emotion. In the end, when I'm going to create a longer piece, I always focus on what do I want to say, on the message and my intention. So whatever were the different sources of inspiration of the different little parts, the connection of it all is the big umbrella, is my intention and my overall message. Yes, so I have a particular preference for putting together, for being inspired by images. I really love to cut up magazines or use a book with beautiful dance or yoga asanas, and then find a natural flow. So I don't force myself to go from one to the next. I will sometimes allow myself to really create the in-betweens before I find the natural way from point A to point B. And sometimes point A will go to C and then to B, according to what flows the best. Being natural and organic is really something important to me now. So whatever I put together to get my inspiration from, I respect the process of creating from the beginning to the end. So if I want to get from A to Z, I make sure to go A, B, C, and then start again from, instead of just going M, N, O, P, I will make sure that I'm happy with C, D, E, F, and then from F, etc. So I always go from wherever I left it last, so that it makes something coherent in the end. Also, I find myself going towards some archetypes that keep coming back. There's themes that inspire me really more than others, and I keep coming back to them. And it's very interesting to see that in the different types of creations that I've done, whether it's dance-wise, writing lyrics, or singing, or whatever it is, I always come back to some themes that really inspire me. So amongst those, I love warrior. Even if I'm a princess, I like to be a warrior princess. The next archetype is the wise spiritual one or woman. I'm very inspired also by male characters. Again, tapping into the warrior, the strong part of myself, but also creating the contrast with the very feminine, sensual, fragile, beautiful. So that also comes back. And I love working with animals. I'm very, very inspired by them. Voilà. And when it came to creating full-length shows, I've put together different creations that I've done throughout the years, and in the end, the project that I really worked on for 2 years is actually the result of 6-7 years of work. So it's always like this. Yeah, I love working with movies and with books. So, next question. I forgot one last thing that it really inspires me. It's having the encounter of different cultures or different disciplines. I think each person is unique. Each artist has to create their own identity and is the result of their origins and what they've learned and studied. And it's important to digest all the message that were given to you, approved, and then move on and then create your own way of saying what you have to say. So for me, I've had different phases of technical exploration, going from academic dances, modern jazz, contemporary, to urban styles, waving in particular I love very much, oriental dance, wushu, salsa, yoga, theater. Anything that I've studied, I've tried to use to understand one form with the other. So I think, for example, when I composed lyrics for my album, I was very inspired by all the dance characters and archetypes that kept coming back. And I've also used life lessons and big inspirations, such as my father, any life teacher that I've had, and it came into the album. And composing, now that I'm studying music also, I'm discovering how much musical composition is close to dance composition. It's really, really amazing to see how much one art form can, and one way to analyze it can help you analyze another one and learn faster. So whatever you come back, whatever you, luggage or a set you have, use it for your next thing that you want to learn and create. You'll learn faster.